Ice Spice is likely a name you've heard at least once in your life, whether it be from music, collaborations, or...
Level 5 got Riz, Livy done rizzing up baby Gronk, Ice Spice what the dog doing, Skibbity Toilet in real life.
She's had several songs on the Billboard's Top 100 and has been pretty successful since she started. However, over the past few months, she's been in the trenches of a huge fall off, losing lots of followers and listeners at what I would call a fast rate. Her most recent infraction to her loss of fans after all that drama with her friend Cleo is coming from her performance, which I'm using the word performance very loosely here, over at the Wildlands Festival in Australia. For those of you who don't know, she had a 30-minute set planned out at the Wildlands Festival, which she ended up showing up 25 minutes late to, singing about 3 songs, and then getting booed off stage. After this hilarious scene, Wildlands posted that they literally couldn't keep Ice Spice on despite the frustration, and they were received with surprising amounts of support, saying that it was a good decision, and a lot of jokes were actually made about it. Now, this is not the only thing that's tanking her career. I did mention earlier that she's lost a lot of listeners, and when I say a lot, I mean like 25 million. A lot. There are a lot of reasons as to this. A big contributor to her losing those listeners is because of her new album Y2K, which featured pretty basic reused and recycled motifs and themes of her other music.
And now that we're here, it feels like such a nothing burger. The hooks are basic, the features are forgettable, the instrumentals I would say are pretty typical for her at this point. The biggest bangers on this thing have been out for months now, because even if we are getting 10 songs on this thing, I don't feel like we're getting 10 fresh, interesting, distinct ideas. Mostly because the vast majority of everything on this record is so recycled and self-referential. As Miss Spice hits most of these songs with the same flows we've heard again and again and again, same vocal deliveries, same drill-influenced grooves, a lot of third-person references to herself being a baddie, the fact that she's thick, people she's better than or flirting with. Also, of course, a heaping helping of poop and diaper jokes.
Y2K was supposed to cement Ice Spice as an artist. The album was supposed to be a real masterpiece, and as someone who listened to all 10 songs, I do have to say they all follow like the exact same narratives, beats, everything. It sort of reminds me of Freddie Dredd. No offense to him, I actually do rock with his music a lot, but in the same way that all of his songs kind of revolve around having sex with lots of women and killing people, her songs revolve around, Anthony, what did you say her songs revolve around again?
Herself being a baddie, the fact that she's thick, people she's better than or flirting with.
Oh, okay, cool. This, on top of all of the other events that unfolded in 2024, has resulted in her mass loss of followers. I would say even more grand than the mass unfollowing of vexbolts that just straight up didn't happen.
Are you team bops or team bruz?
I'm team bops. Anyway, this video isn't about vexbolts. Dude, I feel like if I was Ice Spice, I would just be staring at my follower number decrease, and I would just cry. Like, I could not fathom if I had a large fan base and then just suddenly fell off. I would be devastated. And she doesn't even, like, seem to be devastated or sad about it or anything. I don't even think she's really acknowledged the fact that she's losing followers and listeners at, like, a crazy rate. And I think this is, like, the genuine biggest example I've ever seen of the bigger they are, the harder they fall. Not in terms of weight or in terms of size, but I'm talking in terms of her audience, because she blew up so fast and she became, like, this sensation. But now, just as fast as she gained followers, she's losing them. And listeners. It's so weird that we live in a world right now where I feel like every other month a new person who people like is just getting called out as some piece of garbage. First, who's a good example? Mr. Beast. Everybody was like, oh, I love Mr. Beast, he's the GOAT. And then all that stuff comes out about him and now everybody hates him. Ice Spice is like kind of going through the same thing after all the stuff with Cleo and the talking shit about Nicki Minaj. I mean, it's a lot. It's crazy. I also forgot to mention, some people have been unfollowing Ice Spice not because of any of the stuff I talked about, but actually because she's been losing weight. And this is the one time I'm gonna like kind of defend her and be like, y'all are some pieces of shit for that. Like, hello? I would not unfollow someone because they lost weight. That's like kind of That's an ass move. That is an ass move to any of you who did that. The leading theory is that she's on Ozempic or one of those other weight loss supplements, and she actually posted videos of herself at the gym.
Ice Spice is currently going viral after she posted a video of her workout routine in an attempt to beat the Ozempic allegations she has been facing. Ice Spice has stated that she has lost all this weight naturally, but people will not stop accusing her of using Ozempic and saying like she lost this weight unnaturally, so this workout video was definitely to beat those allegations, but I think they made them even worse. In the full video, people believe that her workout routine was nothing special at all and feel like, seeing all the workouts that she does really just solidifies that she definitely did not lose all her weight naturally.
If you're someone who's out here saying that these workouts that she was doing are nothing special, then you're either some god at the gym who knows the ins and outs of how to lose weight in like 10 seconds, which you should totally hit me up, by the way, or you've just never been to the gym in your life, because everything she did was pretty standard. I think this whole situation is really weird. There's just so much that she's done and had happen to her throughout these last few months that I think her career is genuinely bordering on over. And that's just my thoughts on it. If you liked the video, I'd appreciate it if you subscribed. It's free and you don't even have to watch me again if you do. I've noticed I've had an influx of people coming to my channel and interacting with me, and I love interacting with all of you, even some of the not so nice ones. But please go leave a comment. Tell me about how your day's been. Tell me about what you think about Ice Spice, Tell me whatever you want to tell me. And with that, see you later, guys.